Well, I know that
Yeah.
recently, but I didn't know that
Yay.
we were doing ATK.
Yay.
Now I have an excuse to pull him out. The boy.
Oh god, it's dying.
If you still want to play, if you still want to play that the other guy, you can for like the first half. And,
I
like,
think I'll come in for the first half. I just
Did
don't
you-
want y'all to like change and end up missing meeting these two there.
we're probably not going to change. I'm just like,
We only have to
But
change
we might
if
I'll be Zonte first.
bird is
so he
leaving.
can actually
So
show
you'll
to a
know-
session.
you'll know if we have to change if you see the bird that
If
Crota
Echo
plays
leaves.
leave.
Okay,
If Echo
understood.
leaves, then we have
Fanfiction? What about the fanfiction?
I'll come in for a little bit of Zonte, then I'll come in for a
I don't
little
have
bit
to
of
be the
Diamond,
gay.
and then I'll see what happens from there.
I was sitting as a pigeon because I didn't know which character I was
I'm
gonna be.
Go ahead and go on in.
I'm sorry it took so long. My computer was struggling.
No, you're okay.
I'm small.
I'm hitting you head pets. You're small. Actually, how tall are you?
Small.
What's your like, height in meters?
Roughly Michael boob height.
Michael doesn't have boobs.
Everyone has boobs.
All words are made up, Drex.
Well, no, technically everybody does have breasts. Everyone has nipples.
I know. I was like,
That's something to walk back in on.
Yes.
Guess what? I started my stream.
I'm streaming too.
We spread the information for the people. I still
Yeah.
remember that one person in your chat who got weirded out by the fact Jim's got nipples. I was
Finley
like,
doesn't
he's-
have
he's like,
nipples,
"Yeah,
it's
can I
true.
send him-" Oh, Finley's Finley.
Finley's Finley.
Finley
is your
also
mic
has the
different?
last.
Or
No, I'm an idiot. I flipped my mic up because I keep forgetting that I do that every time I put my headset on.
That's because everybody told me you didn't have titties.
You're good.
Because I said titties out and everybody told me it was titties right now. But also, he doesn't technically have titties because he doesn't have nipples.
Does nipple have to do with
True.
titty? I thought there was such thing as breast tissue.
Well,
Does it
yeah,
require
but he
nipple?
wouldn't have any breast tissue.
Technic? I don't.
I'm pretty
know.
sure
This
the
is
breast
hurting my
tissue is
brain.
tied to the nipple.
We shall look this up later. You can go RP now. you
Yeah,
want.
I'm gonna go retain some whatever brain cell I have left.
Yeah, he did. I don't have a brain cell right now. Which means I'm perfect for Meja.
It's okay, you're playing Meja. I literally just said that.
You have my brain cell. You took it. That's how it happened. You have my brain cell. Ugh, this one's too tight.
Oh, no. Alright.
It's
You can start whatever you want.
it's squeezing my life out of my leg. Okay. I'm ready. Your brain cells.
You know what's weird about it is that I don't actually like getting in when other people are getting in, so I always wait until they're either out of sight or I wait like 20 seconds.
I just turn into a bird. But I can't turn into a bird right
Well,
now.
I don't have that power.
I can't turn into a bird right now.
Okay. You ready?
Yes.
I love your stimmy hair.
I have stimmy
Stimmy
hair.
hair. Do you need a second to get into the Meja voice? Because I know you struggled with the first time.
Meja's voice is pretty much just my voice. That's the problem. Is why it's an issue. Because it's just mine, but like slightly softer.
Oh my god.
Wow.
We have something in common. Michael's voice is Michael's voice is just my voice, but slightly softer.
No, actually, Dave, that no more. No, I'm not doing the no contractions thing anymore because it fucking kills me. I'm not doing it. Not doing it anymore.
Yeah.
I say fuck you to the no contractions rule because it makes it so I have to talk slower, and then it makes Meja seem smarter than she actually is, and she's not smart. She's dumb.
Not dumb. She's uneducated. Very
Dumb.
different. She wouldn't be able to be where she is right now if she was dumb. She would have died already.
She's smart in very specific ways. Every other way. Oh,
Everyone's
wait.
Everyone's smart in very specific ways.
She's smart in only very
I love this
specific
face.
ways. Meja's
I love this
autistic.
face.
Oh.
Oh my
Oh.
god. She's a tism bear?
Autism coded.
Imagine being autism coded.
Poggers.
Hey,
I'm ready.
I'm just waiting.
I'm ready. I'm ready.
Hey. Okay, then walk.
You walk.
You gonna let a man walk in front?
Canopins. Canopins. Yeah.
This is a organization in forest.
I don't think this is a real forest. It's too straight.
There you go.
I don't think this is a real forest. It's too straight.
Well, that's a forest and that's a forest. I think this is a road.
But the trees, they're uniform.
Oh, you're saying they're like, you're saying that they're cultivated. Maybe. The other place that I went to with Indra was like a actual forest. Like the trees were
And
everywhere,
it's
like,
sparkly.
into each other and everything. Yeah, I don't know what that is.
It looks
about.
like a
It's very
video
pretty,
game.
though. Oh, I need to play more video games.
I only played the ones that Indra had.
Oh, it's a house.
I don't see anything. There's too many sparkles.
Okay. I can kind of see the outline of it.
Maybe like windows.
I also may or may not have turned off the very pretty beams because it was lagging me a bit. Whatever that means.
You don't have any sparklies. You wiped the sparklies from your vision. You can smell the house.
I could smell the house. I also smell the forest. Also, there's water over there.
Smell-o-vision. If you ever become blind, can you just see with your smell?
I don't know. The only way I can know that is if I like wore a blindfold or and like walked around.
The sparkles ended. Do not like the sparkles. There's too many of them. It's suspicious.
Maybe.
Wild glitter.
I mean,
Does that mean normal glitter is domesticated?
fair.
Domesticate
This is
area
feral
sounds
glitter.
great.
I was hearing fully domestic voices.
Wild glitter.
Oh,
Oh,
Hiya.
good tutorial, Chan.
I'm Michael. Come on. You can just call me Amanda.
That's less fun.
Okay, fine. Are you new?
no.
Yeah, this is
I am
Meja.
Meja.
One of
Hello,
too.
Maya. Okay, so she is.
Yes.
Welcome to the world. Anything can happen. Woohoo.
Someone saw that and called it hot. And I mean, you just called
What? I gotta fit my name now.
hot. How am I supposed to
Hmm?
process this
Okay.
information?
We called her.
Nothing.
The Injure called her a tutorial. Chan. Tutorial
The
girl.
fact that you have a hot house.
At this point, I might as well start popping up in front of you guys and doing this whole thing.
If you want to.
You hold a small box with what you're saying, and if you press it, it like goes faster.
I don't have a fast text speed, sorry.
Oh,
There you go.
so inconvenient.
And no boxes.
This is the dialogue skip.
Not working.
And that doesn't. I'm not a video game character.
The sparkles stay otherwise.
Oh, she's saying that the sparkles look feel like a video game.
Barrel sparkles.
Wild sparkles.
Definitely
Wild glitter.
Oh, Chaos, thank you so much for 5 subbies.
Good to see you again, though, Michael. I won't bother you too much. Okay?
Okay. That's why I didn't see her. I forgot about that. Yeah, she can turn invisible. Oh.
I believe that is danger.
You okay?
First, they can fly without Max. Now, they can cloak without Max.
Yeah.
This isn't a video
We've
game,
had trouble
dear.
too.
That's not a video game. That's real.
Oh, it's absolutely real. And don't even try to follow me with your eyes. You won't be able to keep up.
I cannot follow you with my eyes because I cannot see you.
Yeah, because you can't see me. Exactly.
And if you get too close, I will punch you. It is a reaction.
Try it.
The protection as well as safeguarding of such relations.
It's okay. I've taken punches from worse.
You like being punched?
No, I'm not into
Maybe
that.
I won't punch you.
Is Amanda on duty? 2 or 3.
I don't know if Amanda's here somewhere. No.
Do you want me to be
Well,
on
as
duty?
of Monster House. The
Where?
other one is a ghost.
Where?
You go to migraine.
She has her sword again. She has her sword.
Processing what was said.
Thank you for subbing.
This is the MMR.
Duty or you don't have to be on duty.
Two babies.
Currently, I am
Pleasure
on
to
duty.
meet you.
That's for sure.
Hey, I think he's not paying attention, but I'll take a handshake. Why not? I am Lucius the Longsword, son of Mogar, Squire of Kryptus, champion of the Red Arena, and slayer of the Direwolf. It is a pleasure to meet you all.
Is also part of.
Hello there. Good to see you.
Dr. Elizabeth.
Hello. Welcome.
Geneticist, magical.
Hello again. This is my friend Meja.
Further top.
I'm not really.
Hey, Jaden.
Hello, small human.
I believe.
My name is Mrs.
Wait, have you met? This is Meja.
No, I haven't met them.
So I am walking around, checking things.
This is a lot of visual information.
Yeah, no, I felt the same way. If you want, we can take a walk around the forest if you get overwhelmed. That's what I did with Indra.
You know, it's only occurred to me that I look like a lot to someone who's never been here.
Yes.
Constantly at war, but
You look like you can open party.
Okay, it's the metaverse. There's ways
I've been told I look like a pride flag.
people not to have that
There's
going on.
security.
Bi flag.
Don't worry.
I don't know
Is
what
it
that is.
gonna
Yeah.
deteriorate as time goes on?
Hey, God damn it.
I did that for a while.
Confused and a bit taken aback.
Understood.
Don't worry. No one here bites. We're all friendly.
one day or another.
Well, some people bite, but only when they're asked to.
This guild has to offer for everyone.
I would not. I am just new here.
People ask them to buy.
A little bit more about the ongoings of security. Oh, yeah, don't tell me.
Wait, did he?
I mean, if you ask them to bite you, then that's on you.
Who said small? What?
I think I'll already love it here.
Why would I ask him to bite me?
But,
We just make sure we
people are strange. Some people like biting.
or cross any lines they're not supposed to.
That's true.
I was also
This is
interested in
true.
meeting some of the people you think would be interested. You said that before that you might want to invite a couple of people.
It is a kink. Most things are kinks.
Where did the bird go? Where's the bird?
Which one?
That I do
I
not
was
Which bird?
There's Roland over there.
Echo.
I'm here.
I saw Amanda go in that house, if that helps.
Roland, have you seen Echo?
Pleasure. Welcome to our lovely guild.
Go and try and find him.
They're behind the house. They're literally behind the house. There they are.
There he is.
Yes. Quite a new gathering.
Never mind.
Spot for us.
Hi. Yes. Hi. Michael brought us in. I need you to do the thing because I am bad at socializing.
I
just,
believe I'll wander for a bit.
Do it again.
Don't
do it
tease
again.
me this time
Dance,
during it,
dance,
please. I can
Birdie,
barely
dance.
talk as is.
Dance, Birdie,
I
dance.
suppose it is just as
What are you doing to him?
You keep alert. Do
That's
things
what you did
that
to me.
you
Do you want to
the
do?
guild
Come on,
grounds
come on,
and
come on.
Don't.
Let's go talk
Don't.
about it. Let's go talk about it.
Okay.
Anyways, welcome to the MMR, the Modern Mythic Relations. Well, this isn't exactly our formal actual guild house, but it's where one of the places where we tend to rent out, or I don't know if we're actually renting this out. Technically, don't you own this place? I think they own it. Either way, this is one of the few places that we're able to come and meet weekly on these lovely days. I am Echo, the head of maids here. I help by, well,
met them only once
basically being customer
when
service.
I was a little bit younger.
I make sure everyone's alright, doing A-okay, having a nice, fun time. Cookie?
Once or twice.
Somebody else wants to fuck her house.
I was not actually at Orlando. It was actually at my first time going to Inkwell.
You too.
I don't think I was there.
Oh no! Why's your head pounding?
No.
Not bad.
It's quite a while.
But yes,
A regular
I make them myself. Anyways,
I had a rather
May is
Besides-
satisfied.
conversation with
Sugar has
them
been
on the
dispensed.
here at our lovely, lovely meetings and guild, we like to help teach and share the knowledge so then people can have safe relationships, whether that be interspecies,
I also get migraines.
There was, one jerked in
whether so then people, and also just, you know, spread general knowledge so then people can not have as much prejudice against certain species.
Beyond that,
You'd be surprised that some people just think harpies are
I
mindless.
just heard a lot about this place.
Mm.
Mindless
My local
monsters.
friends did come here, especially my newer
Some are,
ones.
but
It
that's
aligned
besides
with
the
what
point.
I effectively wanted
Well, they're not
to do
mindless, they're
going
more just
forward.
tribal.
And I honestly think that
Only
some
harpies
people
I've ever seen
have
were in that
self-interest
Dungeons and
in
Dames
those.
game.
I don't want
And they
to
weren't
just destroy
mindless.
those of plaguing
At least
them.
Intro did play
They're
them
not
that way.
mindless. No, they're just more.
Yes, thank you for gifting your sub.
Usually intruding on their
Oh my
territory.
gosh.
Anyways, that's off the point. In our wonderful guild here, we have various different departments. Myself, as the head of the maids and butlers, we serve. We make sure that the meetings go all right. Depending on the location, I might even cook and serve a meal.
I'm already
So I hope if you do come frequently, depending on our location, you look forward to that. Over there we have, in the cloak over there, we have one of our lovely members, and the green tiefling who was with me. They're both lovely members of security here. The head of security doesn't seem to be here at the moment, but he's a wonderful arc. His name is Eyes, and Honestly, if you think my baked goods are good, you should try some of his. Honestly, it's sort of heartbreaking since baking is one of the things I'm good at.
Somebody picked me up and
Besides the point.
smashed me against a wall.
We have the aftercare division, which deals in, well, aftercare, making sure people are alright after the act, making sure that everyone is okay, both mentally and physically. And then we have our artificers, our craftsmen. The largest division by far, and they just from potions to lubricants
Just laying on the ground does you no favor.
to washing
Yeah, laying on the
to
ground doesn't get you dead.
cleaning supplies
That is something
they
I
can
would love
provide.
to see, if I'm being honest.
But I thrive myself.
And I believe their department had
So I decided to give it
would
a try.
either
Admittedly, it was far
be
more
Elise,
to adapt to that one, but my friends
a
were
wonderful
there,
bunny,
and I was going to give them my support.
or Leaky, who I haven't actually seen in a while, but that's probably because he's probably in his lab.
Understandable.
Oh, there's also our
Oh no,
arts and
yeah,
crafts
that'd do
division,
it.
which is led by a wonderful, wonderful man named Finley. It's really fun, and I really want to read some of his books. That's besides the point.
That was the reason I
Any
wanted
questions?
to visit you that one time as well, because they talked about
Negative.
that story actually in particular. A museum, I believe.
Okay, well then.
Yes, yes, it was.
This is something I say to everyone.
Frustrating situation.
You are free to mingle, relax.
I could not imagine.
Just don't harm anyone. Obviously, you don't have to talk to people, but you can.
That is imprisonment, though, right?
Just
It has to be.
try to take a load off.
Unless
I try to make these meetings a wonderful place for people to relax as well, and that's just my personal goal. Because honestly speaking, this wacky plan that we call the metaverse is a little bit hectic at times. So,
And thankfully, they didn't pressure
have a good time.
saying no, because it would have been bad if they did.
Oh no, I would have destroyed them.
Thank you.
You took
Welcome.
one of our priceless
Glad I could help.
pieces from the museum. That piece
If you
was
need
a fine
anything whatsoever,
person.
feel free to ask me, the one in the cloak over there, or I believe the green tiefling that was next to me, Amanda. Feel free to ask her as well for help if you need anything whatsoever. Okay?
How much things have changed since I woke up, so to speak.
That's good.
Honestly, the
Mhm.
lifestyle
So then, if there's
crashing is
without
honestly
further ado,
something I'm
I'll
thrive
leave
on.
you to be, so then you can at least process all the information I had told you.
Our rules have changed quite significantly.
Bye.
There are plenty more hardware around, and we are allowed to show
That was a lot.
ourselves to doctors. Isn't it exciting?
you excuse me, it seems like the fox is
You okay?
trying to take me.
This is a
I
lot.
will be back
Please,
momentarily.
please.
Ooh.
Happens to the best of us.
You need a moment?
Mm, negative.
Jaden and Amanda, so then Amanda doesn't out me.
By all means.
Okay. If you do need a moment, then we can walk around, or
What?
Already dead.
I
Oh,
will
you are
follow
not
you.
avoiding me, Echo. I shall learn.
I'm pretty sure someone
would get
With all that said and done,
started making hybrids or something.
I believe
I don't think anyone would be happy if I just took, I don't know, two
when
of
you
the
first
strongest
came into this world,
monsters in your
what was the
area
most drawing
put them
point for
together
you?
and just unleash that on the world.
exactly.
What do you mean you have to
They already
define
have
this
an issue
as?
You want to talk to some people?
Well, when you've broken out of your literal
If that is what you want to do.
glass prison back into what the world is and how much it's changed.
Oh, this particular one.
I wanted to take you out because I wanted you to beat this place. Cause me and Ninja got to see it, but you didn't.
Learning a bit more about my
Mm.
kind.
Except this is a different place than the last place.
The rules and taboos of balance.
Well, place in this context, I mean like the organization.
Oh.
Well, at least back when I first awakened, us yokai were not allowed to traverse from
Ooh.
the
Just walk up to someone you find interesting. There's a tiny person over there.
wandering around
That is a hard question.
That's fair.
Especially with relations, especially like this guild works on. Completely taboo on you. Tended to be a bit of shame.
It's a very QB over there.
Like, there's quite a few at this point, however.
Intro met them last time. They got their number.
Suppose every now and again, when enough people break the molds, people adapt to an ever-changing world. Rules realign and rewrite themselves constantly.
Strange how often the
And it certainly doesn't help in a society that gotta be based around secrecy when everyone knows that you exist.
Who do you know?
No point hiding when everyone knows you're already there.
What do I know?
Who do you know?
Figured out what in the world happened.
Who do I know? I think I know the small person. They look familiar, even though they're tiny now, and they weren't tiny before. I know the bee. Jaden, who's the wolf person. Amanda, who's a green tiefling. It's somewhere.
If you leave something unnatural in
And
that becomes a new balance.
I think that's it.
There's the good, there's the
Other people I know are not here. There's like a bunny girl that I liked. Also a
For me, I never even really saw the
vampire.
until I was like 13. And I never really felt wind.
So that is why they bite.
Honestly, I think it was priceless, my first experience.
That is what vampires do, right?
Most of what I've seen
I'm sorry, what?
Red chiseled rock,
Bite.
stone castles, things of that.
Yes.
Howdy.
My father always talked about
Just
it.
making
though.
sure you're all doing all right, because you just kind of
Always spoke about it.
stuck together.
Gave his experiences.
Well, she's my friend, so I intend to hang out with my friends. So.
Just making sure you weren't like feeling isolated or whatever. I don't know. Brain's a bit foggy from anti-fever meds, so.
We're a little overwhelmed, and we're trying to decide who to talk to, essentially.
Oh.
Now the decision has been made for us.
By the way,
Yes,
Oh,
hello.
well, I mean,
You
if you
made the
don't
decision
wanna-
for us.
I mean, if you don't want to talk to me, you don't have to.
Well, I'm told that at least the Oirandochu is a bit different.
No, I mean, I guess
I do not
yeah,
not
I
want to
guess I
talk
did
to
make
you.
that shit.
Unfortunately, if you are in the
Uh,
pleasure district,
well,
only the Oiran do not.
y'all new to these parts, or
Very.
y'all
Couple weeks.
oh, well, welcome to the wider plains. I'm not sure where you're from, but magic is all around, and gods are a thing, and people will absolutely that's not a good introduction. There's a lot of crazy stuff that happens around here. I'm only about a year into things. I'm still adjusting. But folks here are generally good folks. I'm honestly here just to broaden horizons in a safe environment without thinking anyone's gonna try to kill me or whatever. So.
That's fair. It's very similar to why we're here.
I don't really have anything like it.
Technically.
Well, you came to a good place. Yeah, there's a lot of talk on relationships, this, and intermingling that, but to be perfectly honest, yeah, I just wanted a place where I could safely acclimate to things. Well, it's like Arzik said, not used to the idea of everything we see in these planes.
Not used to seeing people with a wonderful pair of wings?
No.
No. No, we're not.
No.
Yeah.
I do like them. They're pretty.
About the only differentiation. And I'm not saying that they're bad, absolutely not. Just that if it's not the humans, It's the humans mutated by the radiations or the humans mutated by chemicals. So.
For us, it is just
Well, honestly
humans.
speaking, just
Or bigger humans.
being with wings isn't like that much, honestly.
No, it is not at all that much. You're not made of living
There's a
lightning.
story
You are not.
I always tell people. I was once in a place around here called Orlando Soccer in the park,
Oh, we went there.
and a rift opened up in the middle of a park, and a egg-shaped man came out in a egg-shaped floating robot playing music.
The last time we went there was a crab
Closed,
mech.
and then he went about his day. It was a what?
A crab mech.
Crab mech.
I mean,
But small.
Yeah, that sounds
one
about
of
right.
Like a small crab
one
mech.
of their battle. One of their battle monster, whatever they're called, tried to sell me LSD.
Oh, that was odd for a second.
Yeah.
I'm not even going to ask. Yes, I mean, technically speaking, in Orlando Soccer, to be careful going into the forest. There's the Pokemon from ranging to the normal wildlife to ranging to the giant
The
fire
fucking
breathing T-Rex.
dinosaurs.
The usual.
Well, there's the dinosaurs, and then there's the wyverns. You know, the ones that people hunt.
Isn't that just a dragon
It's
without
not,
wings?
it's not helping, huh?
Wonderful. Well, since you mentioned fruity and light, have you
There are
got my
dinosaurs.
orchid?
But hey, it's fun.
Very well.
I'm a lovely non-combatant, and I've
Not
went
trying to
through
say you
those
have a
woods
problem,
plenty of
but
times.
You do get paid for these services, yes.
Perfectly safe.
would
I
like
do.
to compliment
As long
I
as
do
you have a few
appreciate
people
that
with
you
you.
held the pose until she turned around.
A lot of people
That's
just
commitment.
quit and then forget to get paid. wouldn't
I do
mention it, but
poses
it's
from
happened
time to
4
time, I'm
times
pretty
to
sure.
me, and I'm thinking,
You
did
know.
I purchase something, or is this a
Everyone
favor?
here knows. Jaden
Also,
especially knows
Orlando
that I
Soccer is-
tend to just pose while speaking.
That I actually get credits for, or gold and things.
He does.
Orlando Soccer does also have an actual functioning police system, so odds are if you just run that there will be someone who can protect you enough for you to get the hell out of Dodge if you're not wanting to fight.
Be showy.
Of worship for my kind of kami.
I mean, I used to be a cosplayer, for Christ's sakes. Being showy used to be my formal job.
I think in the mech I would be fine.
It still is my formal job.
But not without
By all
that.
means.
I mean,
Empower
You
yourself.
just
I do not think
depending on
a
the
gun
size
would
of the mecha, you
hold up
might not.
against a dinosaur.
Now the proper.
Meg,
I
You'd
mean,
be
if you
surprised
have
Next
a
from
people
where-
use guns
millimeter
against
at
them.
it,
mechs from our world are the size of bigger than buildings. They knock over buildings.
Yeah, I wouldn't. I
I
wouldn't bring
millimeters.
those kind of large.
I don't think many things would, no.
Well, probably not. At least there. Elsewhere, I mean, probably. I don't know. I don't really get involved with
Yeah, I don't think
the
Jeff's
more
that stupid.
combat-focused people.
They are
I'm just a
not
normal
Yeah,
run-of-the-mill.
no, I don't plan on lobbing fucking
good
grenades
for
at
not
a
in
chef.
combat situations.
Hold out your other hand, please.
I hope no one
Fair
does.
enough.
She's a good cook.
Especially in cities.
But yeah. If you ever want a really good companion, though, I do recommend Pokemon. They're smart. They're lovable. Just don't get fluxed. One,
Jump scared.
but also, they're
Get jump scared.
some Pokemon are very sassy.
Here?
I have a few
Yeah,
friends
that's
who
that's an
have some as
understatement.
pets. They're
Yeah.
it really depends, and they take on a lot of the traits of the owner. We got one who dives into cocaine and tries to bite people. We have
Oh.
another one who meditates with their owner and sleeps. Yeah, Hamskis.
You put the.
That tracks.
Of course, it's Hamsky.
Hamsky.
That tracks.
Because it's fucking
Anyways.
Hamsky. At least Hamsky doesn't cheese borrow like the road does.
And there you go. Now what you
Nah,
used to
There
do
might be a lot of
is
wacky
take their small
things.
puff, just enough
A lot of
to
things that might
mouth
seem
tasting
scary.
around, not inhale like you would.
Like hell, in Orlando, there's a very famous dinosaur. Their name is Carno.
Very light and fruity.
Oh,
And,
yeah, that's
uh,
great.
He's just a friendly talking
Very wet hug
dinosaur.
from behind.
Beautiful. Enjoy me.
Hi.
Friendly talking dinosaur.
You're welcome.
Great guy.
A lot of it just relies on context. I'm gonna be honest.
It does. Clean, happy goblin over there, so.
Yeah.
Are you alright, ma'am?
I am figuring it out.
Pronoun.
Yeah. Would you like
Yeah.
another cookie?
Yes.
I'm very cool. All you
Yes.
have to do is turn over, facing
Yes?
downward, and
Yes.
just tap lightly on the back of the
Okay.
end piece too.
Let's see, where is it? I have the
The answer to that
still
question
some
is
of
always
that damn
have.
candy in my bag from yesterday.
I don't want to just set you on the floor.
There you go.
Yes, no, just hold me.
So,
But yeah.
right?
Mm.
Are you from Canopus like Michael, or are you from another planet?
Congratulations.
Okay.
Mind
I just remembered something that.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
I am from Clan Space.
It was a pleasurable experience.
Echo, I want one.
I don't think you should probably be having a cookie while you're sick. Take two.
Oh goodness.
Sorry, I'll bring up some brownies to the cathedral. In a couple of days.
Oh, yes, of course.
Don't worry, they're trying to feed me every soup known to God.
Every suit.
It's about
There's
time.
not just one. There's multiple gods. Don't
I'm
slander the other
aware.
one's names.
Take people on.
Don't go saying God.
What's that actually? What's that?
The soup god! The soup god! Pray to the soup god! The soup god will give you soup! Soup for the soupless!
The guy who died and then came back.
Yes,
Soup!
the
Soup!
Well,
lich.
by the
Thank you.
Soup for the soupless. Soup for the
I didn't
soupless.
call it a lich. I just said we're human.
I mean, he is a lich, though.
Michael was here. Oh God, not you too. Oh.
But he came back.
Giving you a cookie right now.
He
And then he has a
did.
cult of people following him.
We're not. We were a cult. We aren't anymore.
Whoop.
Don't
I
know.
don't know what history you have, but
Gotta get home and they're gonna make me bake.
Soup.
they were just weird.
Explaining my terrible gossip.
Absolutely.
I could use one of my
I want a
You just
cookie.
gotta give me a
I
hand
want a cookie.
sometimes.
Oh, cookie.
Sometimes, not all the time.
Sometimes.
Oh, cookie.
But yeah, this may not sound helpful with all the advice we're throwing around, but it's better to get here than my introduction, which was, "Hi, welcome to the plane. There's an angry demonic force of purple energy that wants to kill everyone as a joke. Here's
Michael
a pipe rifle.
Michael effed it.
Defend yourself."
Oh. This is a better
That's,
What?
introduction than.
huh.
Let the soup rain upon this thirsty land! I should have been saying some shit like that as Mochi.
A little bit less good.
You sell full cases I can bring home.
I mean, I spent 6 months in a hospital. Mostly because half my bones are broken and partially
Yes,
because
you have your sword. I
they
get
didn't
it.
have anywhere
I
to
get
put
it.
me.
My sword, and I like
you
to
okay?
Because
I like
nobody
to
at the
mess with
fucking
you.
hospital
Yeah.
spoke primordial.
I'm okay. It's always a little overwhelming, so I'm just here.
It took them 3.5 months to realize what I was saying.
Do not know what has to see it.
Oh.
Yeah,
I turned on my earplugs. That helped.
don't speak your language, it's not
Oh.
easy.
Right, so that everyone else can literally hear you.
Oh, they absolutely can.
I'm just making sure.
Are you okay?
Wonderful. Yes.
Do you want to take a walk?
Take your time.
Maybe.
Okay.
Would a little bit of rum help you feel better, Charles?
I'm confused now.
No?
Especially considering the stuff that I'm still getting leaned off of is like, yeah, absolutely no fucking alcohol.
Walk, maybe.
I'll take that. I would like to see how the trip goes.
Something that BB gave you, or someone else?
It's just it's just any anti-fever meds go for the liver. So chasing that with rum is an awful idea.
Okay.
You know, well, fair enough.
But yeah, this place is very good for walks if you wanted to go. Wolf. Sigvald? Sigurd. That's where the W was coming from. He owns this area, so it should be safe from anyone else if you want to value your privacy.
Oh, if you see runestones, don't touch them.
That is also true. Don't touch the glowy stones.
Yeah, don't touch anything that glows.
Brownies at first, so I thought there was somebody spiced them up with something. Next thing you know, I was
So
in a
honestly,
pod somewhere.
I mean,
trying to
I would have
land
faith that y'all would know not to touch the potentially spooky glowing stones.
Maybe an angel? I don't know. Something was fighting me.
If I do not know what it is and it glows, I will not touch it.
Yes, can I help you?
Thank God, you're better than most.
Maybe you have a new basement vibe.
Hello.
Usually that means it is hot
Trying to learn so I can
or
use my
dangerous
mana.
or both.
I believe there was something called
Oh.
enemies. So they were made into
This is Daisy.
I wouldn't know. I've never touched one.
Yeah.
And that's what I'll make some for you next time.
There's also magic,
I'm very good at
which
following
apparently
instructions.
exists.
There's different kinds of honey.
Hello.
Oh, y'all
Also,
magic
apparently I
most
have
certainly
mana.
exists.
Product,
What was that?
considering
Hmm?
she bought a lot of the cheese.
Magic gods, the supernatural.
My sister can be...
Didn't hear what you were saying.
My sister has a taste for simplicity.
Her name is Mazakine.
That does not mean she's...
Sentient AI too, if that's also a
Nice to
big...
meet you.
Sounds utterly awful, honestly.
Sure, but I already had cyan.
Oh, the habanero honey's going down pretty well.
Admittedly, though, she
Oh,
does
good.
make a lot of mistakes because of it.
I'm trying to find out from Quill what chilies he uses for
What?
curry and
Okay.
Quill.
Confidence in it.
But I don't think
Some of your practical help her.
I was
Y'all
trying to
take
get
care.
last night and then X ate a bunch
Have a
of
good
chocolate.
remainder of your evening if I don't see you again.
Get himself a stomachache. Yeah, it turns out X is allergic to chocolate. Who knew?
Yeah, who knew?
Stupid bastard.
Who are we calling a bastard? Why is he stupid?
Walk that way. Something. I have good shoes for walking this time, so that's nice. And the grass doesn't seem that tall. It seems actually cut or like maintained.
Half. I am always in good shoes for walking. Except for that one time.
I know.
But that was stupid.
Oh.
At least the shoes were.
What shoes were they?
Heels.
Oh. Yeah, they can be if you're not used to them.
They said it was required.
Yeah, if with the roles flipped, yeah, I know they would probably say it was required. Thankfully, I don't have to wear those anymore.
I am glad for you because they are terrible.
I think we had this conversation. I think I was explaining to you why heels were a thing. I think it was in Orlando soccer.
Makes your butt look nicer. That's what you
If I
said.
remember correctly. Yeah. And makes you taller. That's another side benefit.
I don't need that part.
You want to go up the tower?
Okay.
Okay. Oh. Stair was weird.
I think most of the stairs are weird.
Yeah, I don't think they're built correctly. Oh,
It is also very dark.
that too.
If you stay to the side, it seems to fare better. And you should anyways,
Oh, it does.
because you don't want to fall off. You'll break a leg.
That too. Yeah, I don't really want that to be a thing.
I also do not want that.
Oh, this was a little dangerous. Oh. Look at that.
Hmm.
Oh, that's a moon. Look at the moon. Yeah, I like this place. I like this place better than Orlando. Feels cleaner. Even though I know it's not clean. Clean air.
It is not clean, but it is normal that it is not clean because it is outside.
Yes, that's true. I wonder if that's the reason why it feels different. It's context.
Maybe.
On this side. More forest.
I don't think I've seen this much nature since home.
Which what?
This much nature since home.
Yeah. The other ones that we went to, that me and Indra went to the last time they had a meeting, it was like a dark forest. It was a lot more messy, and there was a fog everywhere. And they were all around a campsite. How you feeling?
A little uncomfortable.
Yeah, I can understand that feeling. Is it like uncomfortable because you don't know what's happening, or is it because you feel unsafe?
Don't know.
Ooh.
I do not think these people pose a threat. They do not feel like they do. But
I don't know.
feels weird.
Yeah, it does. I like the other place we went to better. I went to a place called Inkwell. It was like a little cafe with like coffee and things, and they had books. You could sit down and read. That's where a dog looked at me and told me I had mana.
The dog
was a hellhound. Yeah. Well, okay, to be fair, I first met them when they were like a person. They were like 7 feet tall, had horns, stuff.
So they are a dog that turns into a person.
I guess, because they're called a hellhound. I guess their dog form would be like their main form. Wonder how that works. Well, apparently they see in mana. Because they see if you have mana. And they also see colors associated with the mana.
I think I do not like not knowing things.
I think most people don't like not knowing things. That's why I wanted to go to Inkwell. Because you remember that when I went off by myself? Because they have books there and like things that I don't know, magic. And I was just reading.
Normally I was in the same place unless if we left, we knew everything about where we were going. No, that's not true. Maybe that's why it feels wrong.
You're not used to feeling less powerful. Because knowledge is power. You know everything that's going to happen. You're surrounded by people that you can trust to have your back.
Maybe?
That makes sense, if it's true. I think the only way you kind of rectify that, though, is talking to people.
F. That's the hard part, though.
Yeah. I'm having a hard time doing that, too. Thankfully, some people walk up to me. That makes it a lot easier.
At least they are not being weird.
No. Strangely enough, the place with strange creatures and with, like, horns and things are a lot less weird than the humans I was around. At least so far.
So far. I still don't like this much open space, though.
I guess that's fair. I kind of like the open space because it was more free. Unless I'm surrounded by people, then the open spaces. No.
It feels like I should be in a mech.
Ooh. Maybe you can look around, see if we can find a mech for you.
I feel like that might be not the best idea. Because if I'm in a mech, then I won't be able to fit places. And I'd probably crush buildings.
Also true.
And be perceived
I
as
don't
a
think
threat.
people would appreciate. Yeah. I don't think people would appreciate you crushing buildings.
No. I would try to avoid crushing the buildings. But if the space is too tight, then I would have to.
Maybe we could find something for you that's similar, but as like destructive.
Like a power suit?
Yeah, like the elementals have.
I'm not really made for those.
Maybe they have it here. Or maybe you can figure it out. I don't know.
Maybe?
They're probably different here than they are back home.
I guess that's true. Maybe I can learn about those.
Maybe. Echo did say that there are craftsmen here. So we can ask them where to start. Where to go?
Maybe.
How old is this tower? Oh, I better watch my step there. Oh, there you are. Hey,
Oh, hey, Dylan.
long time no see. Hey, how are you doing as well?
Just
I am
talking.
okay.
A little overwhelmed. Hello.
Hey, fair enough. It's good to see you.
Good to see you too. I'm glad to see you're alright.
Same. Have y'all been adjusting well?
Indra's doing the best.
Indra's very
Also
excited.
because she's
Yeah.
also because she's
There's
a
Pokemon
giant
here,
nerd.
of course they are. If they saw one of the fellas down there, the small bug one, then she'd probably flip her lid.
Oh, she met them already. Flipped her lid.
Oh, she must have adored on them. What about you, Ma? You excited to see all the things around here?
I am excited to learn about their mechs.
I shouldn't be surprised. I saw one of them already. Yeah, it's much more blockish, less pipey like. Their armor's a lot more smooth, slick looking.
Ooh.
Looks more humanoid robotic than anything else.
Maybe like an atlas?
I'd say like an Atlas, except a lot slicker. And much more mobile. Incredibly so, actually. Next time I see it, I'll take a picture for you.
Thank you.
Of course. I'm glad to see that you've all adjusted well here, at least to an extent. It was a bit jarring for me, admittedly, but I got the hang of it, I think. Still getting used to it.
Yeah. It's hard.
It is. But as far as I've seen, there's quite a lot more positives than before, at least. Not everything's trying to shoot me.
Seems like nothing
I guess
currently
it's
is
fair.
trying to shoot. Which is almost concerning.
Well, I see you went to this place. Again, not pretty much the first place I saw as well that had people. MMR. Honestly, I don't think we could have ended up in a better place to kind of learn about this world, if I'm my opinion. At least the people in it.
Probably.
An education system based upon teaching people about different species? Yeah, no, I think that's pretty useful. Admittedly, a lot of it is about also fucking them, but...
That explains the lube.
You're not wrong. But hey, you know. I know some people around us also see that as a complete win.
and Darling.
Yeah, you're not wrong. I never got the chance to meet Darling yet, but I am excited for it. I haven't, I just got
I
my
thought he
stuff
was
packed,
dead.
so. I thought he was dead too.
Except he's not.
We all did. In fact, I don't know whether y'all are upset at him or not, if I'm being honest. Unless he was
Why?
ended up like me, where he's kind of stranded. Well, like,
I did not know
getting
him.
in contact.
He had this whole explanation why that happened.
It beats me. It's not really my business, if I'm being honest. It's more Indra's than anyone's.
True. Well, if you see him, you can ask him. He'll go down the
fair.
very complicated story that led to him crash landing in a fertility cult.
Huh? No,
That's how you.
Are you
That's how
kidding?
he ended up here. His jump drive malfunctioned. He landed in the fertility cult.
Of all the places he could crash, he ended up. Wait a minute. He was crash landing. It wasn't in a mech, right?
Yes, it was in a mech.
Don't tell me.
To my knowledge.
Don't tell me he was. Don't tell me. Was he?
I think he was in a mech. He told us that he was selling parts off.
No, you don't understand how hot those things get. Was he? Does he do what a lot of us do? Okay, oh no. Oh.
I don't do that.
You know what? It makes for a great story. Dad, don't you? If I remember correctly, I saw you in it once. Didn't you have like a suit for that sort of thing?
Mm-hmm.
I need to get one of those. Well, then again.
I would say I could get you one, but the type of fabric isn't here. Or in Canopus.
Maybe they'll have an alternative.
Maybe.
I mean, magic apparently exists. Maybe I could just become resistant or something. Who knows? Potions and all that. What about you, Michael? You got anything exciting around here that you've seen as of late?
Maybe they have better heating.
It's a lot of things, mostly scary or disconcerting.
Yeah, not wrong.
I had a dog tell me I had mana.
Yeah? Oh wait, that means you might be able to use magic.
Apparently, they're the Hellhound. They're a Hellhound. They have apparently a whole bunch of different forms.
Yes,
I met them and they were like a 7-foot tall dude with like horns. And then later I met them again. They look like a very big corgi that was like black and had like glowing marks.
Corgi, huh?
Apparently they see mana, and they're able to tell you if you have mana and how strong it is, and also corresponding to colors. Like if you have predominantly like one affinity, like if you're like if you're like if you're really into fire, it would be like more red. Something, I don't know.
What was yours?
Pink, brown, and white.
That makes sense.
That does. That tracks.
Okay.
Much of your wardrobe
This is really
pink.
corresponding to an element.
I don't know what the element of that would be. Pink. Mm-hmm.
Light red.
Light red.
Pink.
Maybe a fusion of two different elements, maybe.
White.
Like fire and something else.
Ice cream.
Someone said that when I found out. Milk. They called it milk mana. Because it was apparently all the flavors of milk.
Mana.
It was.
I was
chocolate
about to
milk
say
rather
something,
than,
Indra.
strawberry.
I need to hold my tongue. Anyway.
Ice cream is strawberry, vanilla, and chocolate.
Neapolitan.
I wonder what yours would be, man. What would be yours though? I think it would be like gray or steel because you like mech so much. Maybe like, you know, iron or something.
Don't know.
Don't know either.
I'm not
Who
interested
knows?
in the
Maybe we'll
magic.
find out.
But
I figured. I'm not really either.
If we go to Inkwell, I can show you the person that looked at me, and they can look at you. Be like, you have this.
I guess if you want to know. But
What?
I'd rather
Not really
try to
what I
learn
wanna
more
know, it's what you wanna.
about their technology. Because if they have smaller mechs, especially sleeker ones, maybe they don't have heating problems.
Maybe they'll have better built-in cooling systems. Like, they seem to be, like, advanced in different ways.
There was the bug. I forgot his name. The pill bug. He has like wings that look like they're made out of like some.
Yeah,
type
no,
of
I think I
metallic
saw him down
material.
there somewhere.
And he's just flying around with them. Maybe you can ask him. Or
They're
not here
small.
today, but there was a bunny.
Normally those
There
would
was a
be
bunny girl that.
a lot of heat.
So, what about you?
And
Do you
fire.
plan to take a backup merc work, or are you hoping to try something else?
That is the only thing I know how to do.
Not wrong for me either. Besides maybe baking.
I'm currently selling.
Mech.
I guess.
Mech maintenance.
How do I explain this?
Merc.
I'm providing clothes to a vampire in exchange for their currency, so they can buy it in Canopus. So I'm kind of like a bank. That's how I have money right now.
You're a money manager. Oh, okay. That works.
Money, Michael.
So they give me their money, and I give them my Indra's money or my own money, and then they buy clothes in Canopus, and then we go get the clothes and give them.
I've been told that
So
I should
you are
keep
a
my ship
reseller.
or keep it repaired.
Maybe. I guess.
Whatever works, right?
Or a clothes
I don't know.
delivery.
I thought about selling my ship,
Person.
but everyone's telling me not to.
How would you sell it?
Mm.
You can use it.
I could use it.
Unless they don't
At
have
the
the
exact same time, though.
right fuel.
It's a bit busted.
I was about to ask the condition. Oh, you can
Well,
get it fixed.
one of the engines busted off upon impact. Everything else on the interior-wise seems to function still. Lights still work and everything else of the like. I think the only thing that's really hurt are the engines and, well, probably the front controls. Repairable, but if I had money.
If we get the parts, I can probably fix it.
And it also comes to the question, though, how am I going to actually get currency here? I heard that some people might be able to exchange for it, but also I tried to buy something and it didn't work. So.
Yeah, C-notes don't work. And then I give. That's why I'm doing the whole reseller thing with the vampire.
I don't know what'll work for me. Maybe still merc work. Or
we
I
could
don't
go
know if
together.
anybody would trust me the training trips. It'd work. I can't think of anything else for me, really. If I'm being honest. All I've really done is either form logistics. Who knows, maybe I can get us jobs. I'm good at talking to people. Might be able to advertise, see what could be available.
Oh, they have these machines. They're able to look up stuff. These ones.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I got one given to me by the person I met. I met a girl named Mocha who knew a scientist, apparently. So I got in contact with them first when I effectively I snuck around their camp a little bit, trying to figure them out a little bit, you know. I didn't want to end up walking into, well, people who would gun me down. Learned that they were pretty non-hostile, approached one when they were away from the group, talked with them, and apparently we're from a board game. Could not believe that shit. Oh, no, yeah, like, it's called Mech Warrior or something, and apparently the mechs that we had are from a tabletop. I have one of the figurines. Look at this.
It is very detailed.
Somebody did a good job. But the point is the factor of a lot of what we had in our world is actually also made in... The point is the fact, apparently. Like, both exist at the same time. Even some of our past history.
If it was colored better,
I
it
don't
would
know
look
how
great.
it was known. Maybe they thought whatever happened to us in our world was just a story or something when they heard about it and they decided to make it into a game. I don't know.
Well, it really depends on how you look at it. God, this is gonna sound so weird. Either the creator of the board game was actually able to create a universe in which we inhabited, in which this universe houses technically our universe's creator, or second, our universe exists separately and there's someone with like the ability to see into our universe and thought it was neat, made it.
Well, let's actually debate second of all. Think about it this way. Everything that we knew to be a game in our world was also real here. So they both flipped in a sense. So what if everything was just real, but also a game?
I think that's my second answer. Like, this universe is like two universes. Oh, I'm sorry, man.
I consider it too much thinking.
Yes.
I'm sorry. They have cookies down there.
I know, we had two of them already.
Oh, alright. So, judging by how y'all already pretty much chosen your rooms, I'm guessing I'm taking a couch.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
You're fine. It's all good. A couch is more comfortable than, well, a flat mattress. So, better than my improvement on my ship.
And maybe we can figure out how to get one of those. I know, like one of those mattresses that turn into beds.
Haven't slept on one of those since I was like, what, 14? Sure, I'm down. I'm down. Honestly, I'm kind of just glad that I'm not... I'll take it. I'll take whatever the fuck comes at me at this point. I'm just glad I'm not doing it alone. 'Cause God.
If you get an extra bed, I do not mind someone else in my room. I'm used to sleeping with others.
Well, I suppose at this point, We just gotta figure out what to do with all of our stuff. I heard y'all had a ship too, I think.
Yes, Indra has her ship and it's not busted. We were able to go back and forth.
So here comes the interesting part. The reason that my ship hasn't been detained by anything yet is because it's in the middle of the fucking woods. I don't think that'll stay that way, though. What do we do with our ships?
No.
Yours has to move
By
first.
anything. Yeah.
Yours does move.
Does our credentials work here? Do we need to sign up for anything? Do we need to get identities?
Oh, there's apparently a department in one of the cities, Orlando Saka, for people to get like licensed, get like IDs in the system.
Alright, so making a stop in that city then.
We went there already. It's very strange. Well, it's a lot more.
There was a
strange
crab mech.
there than here.
Like, wait, but they're like, as in like from ours or from
Small
an actual
from here
and made out of crab.
So
like a
imagine
mech.
this. So imagine this. We got out of the train. The train's very dirty, by the way. We get out of the train, and I see a person the size of the train station, like putting their hands on the roof of the train station with like a giant fishtail.
Huh. That is...
Monkeys and typewriters.
I don't know how I feel about that.
Yes. Meja's brain is fuming. It's doing a lot of work.
So you're going to be in money management. Me and you are probably going back into merc work if we can... Hello? Hi? There we are. You and I are probably going to go back into merc work. Oh, what's Indra's plan?
I have no idea. I think her plan is, as she describes it, min-maxing.
No, she's playing it like D&D.
Yes.
She's actually fucking D&Ding the shit out of this. Okay, understood.
This is why
She's very excited.
Told her I had mana.
I have to see what I can do if I'm being honest. I mean, apparently I have a question. Are trees weak here? Are trees weaker in this world?
I don't know. Maybe?
They look like trees.
At some point I started punching a branch and shit like that, and they started breaking down. I can punch trees, apparently. Really hard.
Strong hands.
Like it's fucking Minecraft.
I still have to play that. It just keeps asking.
Yeah? Indra wants you to play Minecraft?
She wants me to play most games.
That's fair. To be fair, there's a lot of good games to play.
At some point, I would like to see your ship.
Sure.
If
I'll take you there.
nothing
too on the way back.
big is broken, we might be able to get stuff to fix it back home and bring it back. If anything too big is broken, then we won't be able to bring it over in the ship.
It also really depends on the size comparison between Indra's ship and your ship. Because if your ship is much smaller, Indra's ship, you can
one
take
of
it
its thrusters in the crash. The wings are damaged on it, and the front control systems are a bit busted. So we need a thruster, repair upon the wings, and the front control mechanisms.
Is the thruster still there or completely lost?
I know where it is because it fell off. Well, more like crashed off when I hit a tree.
then I should be able to get enough of a size comparison.
We would have to find a way to bring it back to the ship, but yeah, it's possible.
I mean more I can look at it and determine if that would be able to fit. If it has to be fully replaced, but it might only be partially broken. It depends
We'll take a
how
look.
it fell.
Later tonight, I have to go back to the ship anyways to grab my stuff to bring to the apartment.
I will go with you.
Sure.
Drop me off first.
Hope Darling doesn't mind me being there.
I don't think he would. Plus, I told him already, and if we had an objection, he could have told me.
The future.
Wonder what he's like. I've heard one or two things. There's a way to die, and being one of them.
Flying person.
Yeah, I noticed them earlier. I figured that was the norm, though, around here.
I think that is the same one as before.
They work in, yeah, they work in Inkwell.
Interesting. Inkwell. I remember wanting to stop by there to get something to drink that was not, well, ration water. And, well, apparently they were closed. So I'm interested to see how the place actually is when it opens. Maybe next week.
Like a cottage in the woods, except everything's kind of glowing and magical. They serve a lot of drinks and food.
Well, there is one good thing about this, then. At some point, we can actually continue the campaign with your character.
Oh yeah, I already talked to Indra about that. I found it amusing to think about inviting people, if we ever get close enough to people, inviting people like, hey, play a tiefling set to the tiefling.
Fair. You know what? Realizing it, I do believe D&D would be much more fleshed out in this world than anything else.
Probably.
By the way, you look great.
Maybe. Oh.
I didn't comment about it earlier. You actually look really nice.
Michael always looks nice.
A year and... True. Thank you.
Really did rock that white suit.
That uniform was so unflattering.
I know, and I was always just like, we gotta give him some comfortable clothes. And now you look really comfortable, and I like it.
Yeah,
You always look cool, of course, man. Look like you're ready to fucking kill somebody at all times. It's cool.
I am capable of it if I need to.
Absolutely. Have you kept up with your training?
Me?
Yes.
Not really, no, because I had to do a job. I ended up in Columbus. I do cardio though, but I don't,
If you ever want to pick it back up, you're around the right people, so.
Darling's apartment has a workout area, so.
Oh, that's great, actually. I was getting worried. I don't want to just lose the muscle.
You can work out with Indra as she lifts way more than I can ever.
Well, that depends, actually. What do you want to achieve with the exercise? Of course, we just want you to be able to defend yourself, but...
I just want to be healthy. I don't want to get too big, because, I don't know, it looks ugly, at least to me. On me, at least. I want to be like...
Thankfully, the last I remember... Actually, I don't, actually. We never really talked about food. What's your diet like?
I'm a vegetarian. And as a Kenoban, I tend to have a higher standard of food than most people. At least most people where we're from.
I'm not really a good cook. I tend to, again, bake and make cool baking things, actually.
That's great.
My cooking is useless to you.
This.
I don't know how to cook anything but meat.
See, you're saying it's useless. I'm saying it's specific. See, if I need
It's
your help
useless to
making
you.
steaks, then I'll just
Because
I can
you won't
hand
eat it.
steaks to you. Well, everyone else will, and the point of cooking is to feed other people, not just yourself.
I'll eat it.
But yes, I cook generally. Like I know a lot of the normal recipes, my own recipes, and my family's recipes and that nature. I've been feeding everyone in Darling's apartment. It's generally something I enjoy.
Honestly, talking about food, I haven't, like, it's been, I think last week was the first time I actually had any sort of decent meal in 3 months.
I'm so sorry. What'd you have?
We went out to this Chinese like place, except it had a lot more to the menu than normal. There was a lot of noodle based things, and I got a noodle with a shrimp.
Nice. I have a stew cooking back in Darling's apartment, so when you come over, I can feed you.
That'd be great.
Very
honestly.
hearty stew.
I'll try to hurry up and see what we can get settled up for us, so that we can pull our weight for the apartment.
Cool.
Speaking of which, what condition is your mech in?
My mech is fine.
Okay.
It is in near perfect condition.
There's only just one concern I have. Would you be okay with on-ground ops for the moment, until we can actually afford or find somebody to be a decent repairer for the mechs?
I can repair my own mech.
I don't know.
Holy!
Oh.
I can repair my own mech.
I believe you. The only thing I'm saying is, do we have the equipment proper to do it?
If we brought some over.
There we go.
That might be a little
My
hard.
solution solved. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm trying to say.
The hard part is the big stuff.
Because the mech lab in the ship before, like, it's bigger than the mech because it has to surround the mech to prepare it.
That is a problem. Space. And where we would actually keep the mech.
Yeah, exactly.
This is why I'm saying a power suit's better.
I do not have a power suit.
I know, but I'm saying for the future.
Hold on a minute.
I am not.
No, but the one thing I did actually find is the fact that there are, like, yard lots that can be reconstructed. A lot of them seemingly like interior, like hangars in a sense, where you keep things like large trucks, planes, and things like that. It would take a bit of work, but maybe after 1 or 2 jobs, we could afford the funds to actually buy one. We could house a lot of our stuff in one of those.
We are role-playing,
Use it
you
as a
know.
temporary mech lab.
In future. If it would fit.
Sounds like a good idea, but I don't know the logistics of it. You can also keep your ships in there, both yours and Indra.
The one I saw was big enough to fit maybe 2 mechs at most.
That is not ideal if we are also putting aerospace.
That is
Yeah.
also the consideration.
But
yeah.
Better than
So
nothing.
long as we get decent enough protection, we can plant the ships outside and just use the interior for the mechs. But it's the only thing I've found thus far that would actually be enough for our needs to fit everything. Because we would have to have all the equipment for the mech things. We'd have to transfer it over, which that in of itself will be not something I don't know how that's possible for me. Y'all have more capabilities of doing that with Canopus. I'm
Maybe.
unfortunately, unfortunately, I don't think I can go home.
Well, sorry.
Yeah.
Why?
It's a bit of a...
A long story.
It's... When I was aboard the Actium, it was, I started to tip my toes into merc work because they were slowly trying to fire me from my military job. You know, put it into that career. That's why I dipped my toes into the Actium. I wanted to see about till continuing the work line I worked. It was just all about finding the proper group that fit my morality. Because if I'm being honest, I wasn't just gonna go kill out a bunch of innocent people if I have to. But the one condition was I could still become a citizen for my home. I just had to make checkups. I had to go to arranged meetings on there. And thankfully, even on that kind of ship, I was able to do that. I would just have to do a couple of assignments. When we take shore leave, I would take a temporary leave to go back to my planet. But since I got sucked up here, I missed that. And that's technically, well, going AWOL. They're considering me for treason.
Technically speaking, you're sucked into something, so wouldn't you be MIA? Missing in action?
Normally, yes. But when you have somebody gunning for your neck and your job, they'll make up stories.
Sorry.
So long as I was presently there, they couldn't do that shit and get away with it. But now, since I'm here, I don't know if I want to risk going back just to get shot.
It may be better to stay here.
Probably. Honestly, if I was alone here, I'd debate it. But, I'm not. So, I guess thanks for ending up in a crazy circumstance too, guys.
I guess. I know Indra is not particularly keen on going back, so you always at least have her here.
I figured, since who was also here, she wouldn't be keen. Maybe if one of you were left, she'd be more enticed to try to go back to make you come here, but... or convince you.
As she puts it, she's isekai'd. I'm lined wish in the wardrobe.
That is... actually accurate. Wonder what I am. I got sucked into a hole and ended up here.
I don't... Isn't that also isekai'd?
I think it's isekai'd.
Except
So is
not on
Darling
purpose.
got isekai'd.
Indra's was on purpose.
Indra's was...
Because she can
Darling
go back.
apparently went through the actual dying process and ended up in a different world.
Okay. To explain this, he had to fake his death for political reasons. And it ended up here on a random... Yes.
It is always
Makes
Comstar.
sense. Fuck yeah. All we need to know.
Always.
Oh fuck, do they have Comstar here then?
No.
I don't want to deal with their asses.
No.
Oh,
There is no
this place
Comstar.
is heaven comparatively.
No Comstar. The comm devices couldn't work because of that.
That's actually really fucking great, if I'm being honest.
No. Comstar.
No
That's why Indra's ship
Comstar.
would be...
That's a plus.
That's why Indra's ship, because it has the coordinates to this place, would be very valuable back home. Comstar would love to get their hands on that. An entire another universe to monetize.
I don't think
Or
they'll... I don't
take
think
over.
she would do that, though.
No.
I don't think she would either. I'm just.
That's an immediate conflict that Comstar would be willing to bet on.
Hmm.
Let's hope that doesn't happen.
It
I
shouldn't
guess with all
be a
that
worry.
considered, then. Are you
I
looking
don't
to
think
only
she would do
do
something like that.
mech? Oh, absolutely not. That would be limiting herself and bringing conflict to a world that, in my opinion, I don't think she wants to do that.
No, she wouldn't do that. The only way
That
I
would
can see
require her
that
to deal with
happening is
Comstar.
I think the only way that would happen is if she had to use it as a bargaining chip in case you ever went back and she needed a bargain chip.
Yeah. Or when she went back, because I do want to go back at some point too. But my parents don't think I'm dead.
Canopus, yeah.
If someone found out about it and stole or copied over the coordinates.
That is why we keep it a secret. We are just
Absolutely.
going to a different planet.
Yes.
Very well.
At the whims of the eccentric corporate heiress.
F.
So, what that entail?
Work trips.
Would you want to risk your mech in the first job, or would you want to do ground ops first? What are you more comfortable with?
The problem is getting my mech here.
Comfortability here. Oh shit! It's not here. It's somewhere else.
F.
They have to have some kind of transport system here, right? There's too many big things for it not to be.
Probably. They have portals. Oh.
I don't know how well a mech would hold up through a portal. They'd have to find that out. We'll figure it out as we go along. I'll see what jobs are available, and I'll throw some at you and see how that goes.
F. The only problem is I am not efficient at ground ops.
No, that's to be expected with your focus being on mech combat.
F.
Being your major. If you want, I can teach you some tactics and some basic armaments.
It
might
is.
help you out a little bit there.
It's less capable. It's less knowledge and more capability. My.
Then first.
We met a lady. Her name's Aurora. She's a tailor of some kind, but apparently she also sells armaments.
I'll need to meet them. But you said, what was your limitation?
I am very well built for mechs. Not for hand to hand.
So we unapply that weakness by giving you equipment that would better counteract with it. For instance, knives, daggers, anything of a short-range thing that would make you more lethal with your size.
Power suit.
That would work. Maybe some power armor.
F. If we can find it.
Alright, well. I don't think finding it's going to be the issue. I think affording it is.
True. That's very true.
I'll see what operations we can conduct. It's possible that you could play... We'll see what we can do. What we have available to us is what we have available to us.
F.
We won't take any high ground operations, though. Nothing that would require a lot of forward-fronting combat, though. I promise. Not yet.
There are still things I can do.
Absolutely. For instance, I do believe your form is much more prone to be able to sneak around if you really wanted to.
Hmm.
I can imagine you calling through a vent. Maybe two.
F. I have already been crawling through Darlings.
Really?
That's true.
The air conditioning is better.
No kidding.
It
Fair.
tends to be when you're in the air conditioning.
F.
Yeah. Michael, do you know how to use a gun yet?
No.
Is this something you're okay with learning?
I was building up to it before. I wanted to learn how to, and then I was going to do that. But also, there's magic. So, gun, magic.
Which one do you want to learn? Only one of those I can teach you. Everywhere else, we gotta hire you a teacher.
I think more magic, because then I don't have to work out as much outside of cardio.
Well, in my opinion, magic, you still gotta work out. You're just working out either your mana or your head instead of your body. But no, it works. We'll find something.
But you do not have to worry about your shoulder as much.
True.
And
Probably.
if need be, there's still people who are loyal to me. Still at that place, if we ever need to contact any of them. I still have contacts, I just... If I get caught, it could be bad.
Prefer to not take the risk unless needed.
And that's what I'm saying, yeah. But hey, if we're actually risk, or anybody actually does come to try to take our ships or our mechs, and they legally can do so, I might be able to call someone.
We get them registered. Preferably.
Agreed, let's do that as fast as possible. But we need a place to store them, because it's still illegal to register them and not have them housed somewhere. That's the only issue.
I think the only thing we need to do is go to that isekai department in Orlando Saka.
Next place, then. Well, next opportunity we get to go.
I feel like of the people here, it might be the human that would know something about mechs.
Probably.
He looks like he would know about mechs.
Let's find out. I have always been worried about places like these. Watch your step.
I never like these stairs. I always feel like I'm gonna trip.
I don't like the lighting of it.
That's fair.
I want to be able to see my next step.
I can see most of it. Just not in the very dark parts.
Yeah.
I can also see most.
Can you smell
I also
each
might
step?
want to get me some clothes. I also want to be able to probably get myself some different clothes. I just kind of had stuff fitting of a operations site. Had to drop most of my shit.
Oh wait, never mind. I was just saying I can dress you, and then I realized you probably don't want to wear the stuff that I would get you.
Wear what you think's look good.
Honestly, neutral colors, layers. You'll probably look really good in a leather jacket. Honestly.
Alright, I'll find a leather.
Michael intends to dress me.
Of course they do.
Yes.
He does not think 3 outfits is enough.
I like to have like 4 interchangeable outfits. That way I can make like 16 if I wanted to.
I have
You
3.
know, that is actually very smart. But like, one of them is like a bodysuit, and you can't interchange that, so technically you only have 2, which is not only enough to make like 4 or 5 outfits if you wanted to mix and match.
Why would I need to mix and match? One is for the mech, and one is for out of the mech. And one is for fancy parties. I don't like that one. Oh, and the swimsuit. That's 4.
Can't wear the swimsuit anywhere else.
Why would you need to wear it anywhere else? I have an outfit for everything that I need.
Yes, but what if this outfit gets destroyed? What if someone walks up and dumps you in a vat of wine? Or something that's ruined? Or it smells?
It will be purple.
You want to deal with wine smell for the rest of your life?
Eventually
Smells
I'll
like
stop
old
smelling
grapes
it.
and alcohol?
It probably smells like oil for now.
I know.
You know, if we are going to do infiltrations and everything
like
else like
oil,
that, you might
meat,
need
and
some
clean
outfits
sweat.
that might actually fit the area.
Huh?
That too.
Oil and what?
How about we just dress for just in case?
I don't know why.
He's still here.
Who's here?
Right next to it.
Oh, the human.
Oh yeah, but it's...
Yeah, you go talk to him.
Oh, you talk about the Warhammer guy? Oh boy.
Spanish.
No.
One was boring, and the other,
The other was all right. Oh.
I have questions. But it starts with one question.
Shoot.
Do you know about this
Alright.
world's mix?
Um,
Or power suits?
Yeah, gotta adapt a little bit here.
I'm gonna
So
answer
getting
that
more
question with
acclimated.
another question. What do you mean by what do I know?
Do you know
You're
about
asking
this
where-
world's
where to-
mechs or power suits?
Thanks to you.
You mean like where to find them, how to maintain them, what they are?
I remember. Mostly where to find them.
That is a bit of a tricky question because it depends on what exactly you want to do. I know that there are some cyber psycho gangs that have like retrofitted industrial suits.
Yeah, pretty much the same situation.
I know
Literally,
there
I
are
thought-
others
I
that have
couldn't believe
turned
it at first, if I'm
robots
being honest. I
into
thought, okay,
organic
this is a
powered
fever dream, it has to
things.
be. And if not-
Various corporations and militaries have their own bipedal weapons platforms or even quadrupedal weapons platforms. There's quite a lot of variety. It just depends on what your budget is, what you're willing to stoop to, and what risk you're willing to put yourself through.
Preferably legal means.
So what have you been updated on? Legal means of storing housing and finding legitimacy for mechs.
I mean, the housing part shouldn't be that big of an issue. I mean, it's just big fucking scaffolding in a warehouse. Licensing, I mean, at least in Zafira, I'm gonna be honest, no one really gives a fuck.
Heard about Saphira. We might not take too many jobs there immediately, considering that's a good way to get shot.
Yeah, good. Don't get yourselves killed. Yeah.
If you can.
In terms of where to find them.
Memory curse is broken.
Specifically where to purchase them.
I know there are
Or parts for them.
where to
Yeah.
purchase.
When you get the chance.
I know of a few of the like higher dollar corps that make these sorts of things, but I don't have like a business card on hand. I can be like, oh yeah, it's Joey from the mech garage. He knows mechs.
You've had conversations
Do you know anywhere to start looking?
immediately after the conversation. Of the mask. So.
Or anyone who would know more?
I think I just found your side job.
Oh, Michael's here.
Well, if you can remember.
I think I might have found your side job.
Plenty of.
Good to see you.
Well, I will do, dear.
I'm waiting for you to elaborate to her.
Oh,
Been
repairing shit.
But I have been to it, and if as long as I
You could make money off of repairing shit too.
Or if you're able to scavenge a junk mech and then repair it, then
That depends on the junk.
I mean,
depends on the mech.
I know the industrial district
And
of
the mech.
Zafira. I know you said he didn't want to get there because he didn't want to get shot, but there is a literal fucking gold mine of just scrap parts, industrial equipment, scrap electronics. I believe one of the groups I'm with has made a grand total of 3 max. You just
Could be
have
useful,
to.
if I'm being honest.
I scrounged pieces from some of those areas to make my pack.
Can you take me there?
I can certainly point you to some. I'm on a rest period because of the upper respiratory infection. I mean,
When you are
give me a
not
couple
respiratory
days for me to
infection.
be on the mend. Yeah, if you like my number, whenever I get the go ahead to do something like that.
That field is always open if you and Constance ever need a place to roost.
Oh, that I like. That I like. That imagery.
Dear, I'm not leaving. I thought I was for a little while, but
Well, looks like we found our start after all.
Jerry will be happy. I know he loves.
I mean, it's when it's going to be a start. I hate to say it, it's going to be pretty bare bones on that start. But I mean,
That is better than a nothing start.
we all got to begin somewhere.
Yeah, not wrong.
But yeah, various
You know
scrapper
anybody,
factions.
Know anybody who you would recommend for merc work, at least starting out?
The difference in views from the tower.
Jesus.
I'm gonna answer your question with a question. What exactly are you willing to do?
Anything but harm innocent people, effectively. A lot of jobs. Just we're not looking to go for heavy pushes into facilities and gun other people down, but we're looking for maybe something easy of a start.
I mean, there's this newfangled Hemwick group that's running around doing stuff. There's Aegis, which is more on the philanthropic side, but it still pays. Shit. What other?
There's a Monster
What
Hunter
other
guild.
groups
And in
do I
place
have
we can
in
also
mind?
eventually use mech sand.
No
Or
offense,
security?
having been to some of those Monster Hunter places. I mean, security? I mean, there's always private work for that through, like, Guardian District and other places like that.
Alright.
It's not exactly, you know, gonna break the bank, but, it's dinner on the table.
Whatever works, if I'm being honest. Like, we can't exactly be picky right now.
I get you. I was about to say, I highly doubt anyone's going to be like, no, I don't want a mech pilot. No.
Fair. Especially someone.
Oh, I'm
as good as
sorry, a
this.
building-sized bipedal weapon with a gun the size of a school? Nah. Yeah, no. So it really just depends.
Fair enough.
Technically,
I'll
mine
take
has
a look
lasers.
around.
we
Laser
can get it here.
gun. It's a thing the size of a bus that goes pew.
Yeah, we just gotta find something for heavy transport. And that's about it for them.
I mean, shit, there's always hauling stuff through the waste, so.
Oh, hey, Sue.
You know,
Here
if
I
you
am,
don't
monthly
mind
a baker.
sand.
What happened to you?
But I think we can clean the sand off, if I'm being honest, can we?
I got the sand off last
Pressure
time.
washing.
Right, I think I'm gonna...
Fair enough. There we go. So I think we got a decent start, at least for us.
I see.
There's also a few other groups I can throw your way if you're interested. It's just give me some time and a clearer head, and I can see what I can throw your way.
No, take your time, dude.
You have my number.
I
Just let me know
I
if
don't
you
think this
think
will
of
be the
things.
only time we come around here.
Alright.
Considering Indra's last time, no.
Yeah, no. Fair. Alright, well, I think we're gonna start heading back and start getting my stuff to the actual, well, apartment.
Okay.
You behave.
If you are ready to leave.
Don't message Mona, you'll be fine.
Oh. You are leaving by yourself.
I'll wind up with another broken set of
I am.
Guarantee.
Why are you telling me to
I'm
behave?
going to the apartment. Goodbye. Don't sneak into more vents anymore.
There are no vents here to sneak in.
Oh man, look at all the
Good.
man.
Wow. This place is crawling with vents.
5 pounds.
And I don't think he cares about me going in his vents.
Yeah?
Darling seems unconcerned. Darling seems
Indra just
unconcerned.
plays the suspect music every time she sees her. Dun dun.
It is comfortable.
I'm just being antagonistic.
I am Lucille. How can
I
I
know.
help you?
Yes.
Have you, I'll make some tomorrow. Have you had a chance to,
Sneaking.
talk to Mia yet?
Her sneaking outfit is basically just her normal outfit.
Do you want to
Her.
head back?
Up
Okay,
to
if
you.
do.
So you actually like those movies?
I am
Like, I
feeling
get
better.
you like the first one, but
Is there anyone you
That's
want to
fair.
talk to?
good thing.
Is she around?
Not particularly.
I'll be honest. No. See you then.
Huh.
Well, not
I guess we can head back if you want.
the worst thing
I haven't
ever.
seen her in some time.
But the way that I'm going into these movies
I will go where you go.
is with the idea of just look at them as a joke. How have things been in the
My protector, my bodyguard.
in the
The first, yeah, so there's two.
An old plague from my past has come back.
Ooh. Maybe I can look for a job that I can do.
Maybe cooking.
Cooking, cleaning, something like that.
I could help with
I
the
don't
cleaning.
know if they have it at Odeer. I don't know if they have like a Odeer tester, but I really don't know if that's the best idea.
That seems like not the best idea.
Hmm. Huh. Maybe I could talk to Echo.
Maybe.
Cleaning.
They were up there.
Do you mind if we go over there for a second before we
Go. They were that way.
I see them, they're very hard to miss. We're
Hello, how's it going?
we were going to leave, but I wanted to ask you something. We're all
what
looking
do you-
for work. Do you have work for cleaning or cooking? I'm good at those things.
You can join the maids. You don't have to wear a maid outfit for our lovely guild, but you can. Though I also do run my own cleaning company if you'd like. I could always use more hands. I'm a call-in maid. They call me in, I go, I clean their office, their house. Whatever they like.
Aren't you scared of something happening if you do that?
I mean, it can sometimes be scary, but I have people who are there that will protect me. I bring my Pokemon along with me, and I mean, they might be small, but they can throw a rock at a tremendous speed.
If you are concerned, I can go with you. You were teaching me how to clean anyways.
I'm always fine with teaching more people. I'm teaching my lovely girlfriend here how to clean after all, as well. Always need more help. And yes, you're also more than welcome to join our lovely guild as well if you wish to be part of the maids as well.
Is it a paid position?
We get a little bit of money for it, but I mean, technically speaking, I wasn't planning on paying my maids anyways. I do intend to pay my maids. And that includes you.
Oh. Okay. I'll let you know.
It's only right. Okay.
Okay. See you later.
Later.
Hope you have a wonderful night.
Safe travels.
You too.
I hope we can get enough money for more candy. I'm running low.
I brought a bag of candy. I gave it to Indra. She hasn't given it to you.
No.
I went to Inkwell and they were giving away candy, and the person gave me a bag of it, and I brought it back.
We need to talk to Indra.
It was homemade candy.
We need to talk to Indra.
Well, you need to go to Dylan's ship.
But first I have to drop you off.
And then... This is true.
I wish.
Forgot, honestly. Why don't you put it in the fridge and just left it there? I don't know where it is. I haven't seen it.
Most candy isn't fridge candy. Except for chocolate.
True.
That can be fridge candy.
There's chocolate in there.
But not the hard candies. I learned that the hard
It's
way.
probably an assortment of candies. True.
Or caramels.